Hey everybody, Nashville Typewriter here. Today we have a 1958 Remington Quiet-Riter 11 on the bench. um, this is a really awesome, solid typewriter. My very first typewriter that I ever bought was a Remington Quiet-Riter. I still have it, and that's what got me started down this path of typewriter madness that I've been in for the past 2 years or so. This machine showed up in really good condition. Outside of being dirty, somebody had really taken care of it. It was obvious that it was looked after. There was no major issues with the typewriter at all. Cosmetically, the paint's in really good condition. It's something that's you don't see a whole lot with the smooth paint. Typically, these things have gotten banged around, and kids will play with them, that sort of thing. They get scratched up. This one has very minimal. You can barely even see just a couple little nicks here. Really, the only spot that it's even noticeable is here on the back. That's pretty common. Typically, when you're putting these things in the case, they load in backwards. People would kind of get in a hurry sometimes, and they get knocked around. Even here, it's not something you really notice. But let's see. Mechanically, it's in great condition. These things are kind of known as like solid workhorse type portable typewriters. Remington actually marketed these as a full standard desktop typewriter in a portable package, and you can see all the features that it has. That's a true statement. It's got the Miracle tab system, which allows you to put tab stops on the fly. You can clear them out. Really handy for if you're doing columns or anything like that. It's got the variable lunge adjustment shift here. It's got 3-position paper holder. It's got the color ribbon selector. It actually has an automatic ribbon feed. So when it gets to the end of the ribbon, it will automatically shift back over, but you can actually shift it at any time. So that feeds that way, that feeds that way. Probably my favorite feature on these is the easy change ribbon vibrator. So anytime you're going to change a typewriter ribbon, you're going to get dirty fingers. This one is no different. It's going to happen. However, they did put a really cool feature on these Remington Quiet-Riters, and basically this little vibrator, these little parts right here pinch inwards. So let's see if you can see that. Just pinch right in, and that allows you to feed the ribbon right behind it, and then pop it like that. Pretty cool. Royal did not have that feature. Neither did Underwood. So they were pretty ahead of their time. It actually has a touch selector that controls how hard you have to press the keys. I'll always stay on one. Some people have a really heavy touch style, so it helps them to go to 3. Let's feed some paper in and show you the typing. Oh, as always, 2 sheets of paper. That second sheet is a backing sheet. It helps protect the platen and your type slugs. And inevitably, you're going to load paper, and it's going to end up like that. Sometimes I get lucky, but when that happens, you've got this little switch right here. You push up, and that releases the paper feed rollers, so that will allow you to straighten that paper on up. Just push it right back down. All right, and ready to go. It would help if I started at the beginning. Let's try the red. With typewriters, you're going to have typos. inevitably, whenever I'm making these videos, that's when I choose to have typos. Typically, I'm pretty good at this, but you're gonna have them. Quick brown fox chunks over the laxy dog. Not sure what laxy is, but people handle that in different ways. They have vintage typewriter ribbon erasers that you can buy that have like a little handy dandy brush. I don't really like those. Those get really horrible little eraser quote turds, and it just gets all in everything. If you do use an eraser, then pull your carriage all the way over as far as you can, erase, go from there. Whiteout's an option. Personally, I like to just strike it out and move on, or just roll on and correct it later. Yeah, I mean the action on this is pretty awesome, and it's also surprisingly quiet. I mean, it actually fits the name. I've had other machines that are marketed as being quiet type machines, and let's just say that that's an exaggeration. This one though, you can kind of tell. Yep. And I'm just typing nonsense, But it'll go. And I'm not showing you here. And I think that's mainly it. This doesn't have a paper support, but it doesn't really need one given the shape of the back of the machine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. One cool thing that I did want to point out, and those of you that are familiar with this make and model probably noticed right off the bat, it does have white keys instead of the traditional green. That was something that I did, just something that seemed kind of like a cool thing. I had a parts Remington Fleetwing, which was essentially the exact same machine, just a little bit later year. And it had these really nice white keys on it. So I pulled those, replaced the standard green ones, went ahead and left the green accents in the spacebar. I think it turned out really cool. So anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more typers down the road. Thanks a lot.